Welcome to Raw is Garbage! Zack Attack is here. I had to do that to start up my WWE Raw review for this Monday, December the 3rd, 2018, from the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. Following that abysmal Raw last week with Monday Night Football up their ass and a new month starting and the world of TLC continuing. We will live WWE Creative. We're going to get the head out of their asses this week to make a good Raw. Well, still shitty. Let me say this. Not as bad as last week, but not saying much. We did get some good things. Not a lot of good things. And some stupid things. And some silly things. And Bane kind of winning Raw still with a fist. That's iron. Not as bad as last week, but that's like saying one shit was better than another shit. Anywho, let's begin with a salute to the devil. I mean, George H.W. Bush. Can't believe they had a $10 salute to him, yet didn't do anything for Vader. Didn't do anything like that for China. Go down the line of people they ignored their deaths. And yet they want to honor a dead president who fucked this country up the first time around with the first Iraqi War in 91. Done with the real-life politics and stuck wrestling politics. With the beginning of War, at least good news and more good news. For our first segment. Good news, we open the Baron Corbin again! Yay! And good news, we did get somewhat of a, well, we were supposed to get a match to open up here. Supposed to be Ronda Rousey and Natalya taking on Tamina and Nia Jax. But just as the bell was about to ring, the Ruby Wyatt squad continued their never-ending feud with Natalya by coming out to the ring with a table, because we saw what happened last week as we had that horrible promo from Nia Jax, leading to a beatdown segment with the Wyatt squad coming in after Natalya tried to make the save. So the only good thing about this was, besides the bad thing being the match never properly started, because after that distraction from the Ruby Wyatt squad arriving with a table, Natalya and Ronda got double teamed by Tamina. Nia tossed around a bit, loves some big Samoan drops. And then with Natalya perched up on the apron, and Wyatt squad put that table underneath the ring, or at least over the ring. Big super kick from, who delivered this super kick? It was, I think it was Nia super kicking Natalya onto Natalya, falling onto the table after a powerbomb combo from that kick from Morgan and Logan. So I'm guessing we get Natalya against Ruby Wyatt at TLC in a tables match. So, because last year we got a proper TLC match, but we didn't get a tables match, a ladders match, or a chairs match. So I'm guessing the chairs match is going to be, if we are going to get those matches again, we're going to get Randy Orton and Mysterio will be the chairs match. Morgan's friend and Logan's friend will be taking on Natalya in a tables match. And painfully, if we get our way, be Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose in a ladder match. But after that, okay, we had a decent little opener, even though it didn't lead to anything much besides making Rousey's match be the main event. Just like last week, the opening segment also was the main event. Because we had to see Ronda Rousey wrestle, or at least attempt to wrestle a tag match again against Tamina and Nia. Maybe something worthwhile to make it worthy of being main event. But if there was going to be a debut involved, why wasn't main event? We'll get to that in a minute. But we get another women's segment. It's like, oh, women get some airtime. Then you realize there was another live Q&A with Bayley and Sasha and Bliss moderating it. And it was really bad. The only good thing was the possibility of them finally teasing the Raw tag team titles. Them mentioning a possible Bayley and Sasha turn, which should have been a long damn time ago. Too little, too late. Their story's been fucked up for so long. Even when one of them finally decides to turn heel, it's, like I said, too little, too late. They had a good story before Mania. fucked it all up and had those anger management classes and all that bullshit. And Bliss was trying not to be a big heel today. We only have one big heel personality as authority thing. We don't need another one. We got too much heel shit last week. We didn't get as much heel stuff this week, but not that big of a difference. Even Bayley and Sasha were preparing for another setup. They're like, where's your cronies? The female Big Show, Dana Brooke, who turns face and heel on a dime. And they almost did come down at one point. They did come down. But Bliss stopped Dana, Mickey, and Alicia at the cross and said, hey, we're going to have this even. A tag team match. Dana, you're here again. You want to be noticed? Yeah, I'm going to sit you out. It's going to be Mickey and Alicia against Bayley and Sasha. So, first 30 minutes were like, oh boy. Like, the first hour was like, oh boy, here we go again. So, we had an okay little matchup here, tag team affair. Despite the heel's best efforts to isolate Sasha a bit, Bayley got the hot tag in, delivered her big moves eventually, got the big belly to belly from Mickey James after they delivered the backstabber, Bayley to belly double team in the victory for the faces here in an okay little match. And Bliss was watching and she was clapping. She's trying not to be a heel much with this. So she's supposed to be a heel GM, but she's like a face in this scenario. Not letting the heels beat up on Bayley and Sasha again. Saying that she had nothing to do with it. Or so she says. So, we'll see how this goes. I love seeing Bliss at least on TV where she's still not medically clear to wrestle. She is training to get back. People are saying like, oh, she's going to retire. There's a lot of speculation about that. About her being forced to retire thanks to her numerous concussions. Thanks a lot, Wowsy. And other people. But she is at the Performance Center training to get back. From the Twitter photos I've been seeing of her. So, there is some good news on that front. So, then we got Lucha House Party coming out. I was like, please don't let me a barrier of Revival again. On to the next segment. I love Lucha House Party. I do my vibe, but I'm all of them. Supposed to be the faces, yet they're being like heels. Because the Revival came out again. It's like, here we go again. This is the view that needs to end. Revival needs tag belts, my friend. Hey, Revival. I'm hearing there's this new company that might be starting. It's called All Elite Wrestling. Check them out. They tweeted at you tonight. They don't want to know. They no longer want to say fuck the Revival. How about push the Revival? Anyway, instead of being 3-on-2, it was 3-on-1 Lucha House Party action against Scott Dawson. Typical fare, got isolated. So, stupid match. I love Lucha House Party, but they're ready to be booked on wall. Makes people want to hate him. Especially burying the Revival again. Lucha House Party wins, so big floppy moves. Let's move on. With another fucking segment. This was kind of good, because it's all about Drew McIntyre. McIntyre Appreciation Night. That I can kind of get behind, because I like Drew, even though now he's kind of like a face in the crowd as part of Baron Corbin's heel faction. The faction. The new faction. Anyway, after a great promo package and getting the gold medal of excellence from Baron Corbin delivered to Drew. Of course, hinting the fact that Drew beat up on Kurt Angle last month. Drew had a great little promo about not everyone had the same heart and passion as him. Said, I'm the guy, I'm the total package. And then he got interrupted by Dolph Ziggler. We kind of finally got an explanation about their breakup. Because we just saw Drew 2 weeks ago with Corbin. It's like, so where's Dolph in all this? Are they just done? Did they break up off screen? Well, they kind of did, but they kind of explained it with Dolph saying, where's my invitation, buddy, to this party? I was the one that got you over. I was the one that got you back on wall. Then Drew was like, yeah, I used you. You were never part of the plan, Dolph. You were never my friend. I just used you to get ahead here, you know? For once in your life, I was the one that made you relevant. Me being the big muscle got you the Intercontinental Championship again and the tag belts for a while. So at least we got somewhat of a breakup thing with Dolph and Drew, which led to a brawl and a proper match being made by Baron Corbin. So, come back from break, we had Drew and Dolph. There's a little match here for these two. They know each other pretty well. Drew was just annihilating on Dolph at one point, including a nasty spot when Dolph got nailed into the post, got hit pretty hard. But as Drew was looking dominant, here comes Finn Balor, his opponent at TLC. Finn's not wrestling Lashley for the billionth time. Wait a minute, that's going to be Elias' job at TLC. And even with Finn's arrival, Drew did keep whacking away at Dolph until a little melee with the referee, a little distraction from the ref. Drew get nailed by Balor. Got a big move from Balor on the outside with the referee distracted for a bit. Yeah, you got the Eddie King, like I said, the Glasgow kiss from McIntyre to Dolph. Then we got a little bit melee there, and then Finn attacked Drew. Ziggler capitalized with a zigzag, and the 1-2-3 victory for Dolph Ziggler, who's now a babyface now. Lot of turns. I even heard there's gonna be a heel turn tonight. We didn't see any heel turn, but we did see a babyface turn tonight in Dolph Ziggler. And with the help of Finn stepping up against the maniacal, controlling Baron Corbin, standing up against the martial law of Corbin, Drew got the loss. His first singles loss since appearing on Raw back in April. I don't think it's going to hurt Drew at all. I personally don't think that. You know what I mean? One loss against Dolph, people be like, oh, he's buried. But he still looks like a badass a little bit later on in the evening, especially. His probably getting later on. And he did get some retaliation. And we'll see what happened later on. But we didn't see Finn done yet. Finn wasn't done retaliating against the evil martial law ruling of Baron Corbin. He got involved in our next segment. The second hour was starting to pick up. He was like, yay, we had a match and a decent one. And now we have Elias to save us. So Elias with his hair down. It looked weird with his hair down. But I actually like this look of Elias. Of course, I mentioned he'll be facing Bobby Lashley for the 1 trillionth time at TLC. Whoopee. He was ready to sing a song about Lashley. They got interrupted by said Lashley and Leo Rush. They did their poses, including the ass posing. I like Lashley and all. But I said this a few weeks ago. I thought him getting Leo Rush to the manager would be a good thing. Now it's being a bad thing. He's getting the wrong kind of heat. He's not getting boo heat. He's getting go away heat. Especially being pointing at his ass a lot. Bobby Lashley sucks now. Anywho, Elias did not like being interrupted for the 1 gazillion time. Came down to the ring. Chased after Lashley for a bit. But Lashley scurried to the back. And Leo tried to get away too. But Leo, unfortunately, was in the wrong place at the wrong time. After Lashley, like I said, scurried to the back. Elias with guitar still in hand. Saw Leo Rush at the edge of the ramp. And whammo! Wham! That guitar at the back of Leo. That was one of the best parts of that second hour scheme. Leo Rush gets smashed by a guitar. Speaking of managers that we thought were going to get their one-uppings, we had this little weird match set up with Bobby Lashley, other Bobby Roode, wanting to get his hands on Drake Maverick, the manager of Authors of Pain, pissed on Bobby Roode's rope last week, and Roode was not too happy about it. He didn't wear any ropes, even though he has extra ropes at home. A match was made following that situation from last week with Roode and Maverick, but the stipulation was that if Roode wins, he and Gable would get another shot at the tag team belts. We thought Corbin was kind of playing fair by having both AOP and Gable banned from ringside. It seemed like that. But even the announcer, especially Renee Young, said, I smell something shitty, something fishy's about this, something's going to happen. That's exactly what happened. We had a shitty show. Shitty, squealing, kind of. As we was going to finally get his hands on Maverick, even delivered a glorious DDT at one point. The AOP beat up on Jan Gable that prompted the GM's making his rule changing again. He's like, oh, I forgot to say it. We got 2 handicap match. Like I said, he didn't rule as much as last week, but he still had an iron fist rule, especially changing the rules in the middle of the match again. So we had AOP and Maverick against Bobby Roode and a beaten down Gable. Gable did eventually make it out to the ringside area, but it was too little, too late. Double annihilation, double super collider, big down, AOPP win. And Maverick got the pin. At least we didn't see any piss jokes. We didn't see Drake Maverick piss on himself or piss on anything. So at least that's a plus. Despite the beatdown. And we're on to the weirdest point of all. Dean Ambrose's segment. Heel Dean was good. But I think the snowflakes who were pissed off that they were using Roman Reigns in a storyline, making fun of his leukemia diagnosis, led to this. See, snowflakes? See? You bitch about WWE going attitudinal for once, putting Roman Reigns in a storyline, making his personal rivalry feel a little more personal. What did they do to shut you up? Needles up Ambrose's ass in a gas mask squad. I call them the gas squad. Coming out with sirens and Dean Ambrose. And I said this when he came out in his pimp jacket and his Bane mask. Let the memes flow! And God, there were so many memes. Dean Bader. Bane Ambrose. God, even Doctor Who references. I knew it was going to be a meme. So that was like, shit, let the meme war begin. And boy, I was on social media after that, and boy, was I fucking white. He even tried to talk. That's why I call him Dean Bader. Because you heard the breathing from the mask. Seth, I am your father. Oh, that would have been funny if he was that. Anywho, he did take the mask off eventually and make fun of everybody. His promo was kind of good. You know, still kind of silly and campy. For what should be a blood feud and making it silly with this gas mask thing. And saying that Ambrose is like, you know, like, oh, whatever. Get these vaccines and stuff. And that Rollins is no better than the universe. That he wants to do everything that's only about him. He cares only about me. And now that I'm going to be ready to kick his ass at ELC. And then we heard Seth's music. I think a lot of people, including myself, thought he was going to be one of the guys in the gas masks. Nope, he came from the crowd, beat up on the gas squad, got in the ring, and got his hands on Ambrose for a little while. He brawled with them in the crowd, beat him up a bit, until Dean would finally get some bit of revenge by grabbing one of the gas masks from one of the guys as Rollins was going for a big dive off the steel steps, got waved in midair by Ambrose with the gas mask, back in the ring, 2 dirty deeds. Ambrose still stands tall here. Despite a little fight from Rollins, Ambrose still stood tall at the end of the day, gas mask in hand. Can only imagine if he keeps this gas mask thing going till Mania. I know it'll end by Mania, but it'd be weird to see him come out to this kind of entrance at Mania being all glorious and big with like 10,000 gas mask people. And hopefully they don't keep that siren thing, because the sirens went off in the middle of a song. That would annoy people more than Leo Washdown as a manager for Bobby Lashley. So, there you go. Weird segment, but it was kind of comical. So, there's that. On to the next match. I think we get something new tonight. But we did get a couple rematches, not as bad as last week, but still not that big of a difference. But we did get something new. Get to see Rhino and Heath Slater on television again. Yay! Bad news was they were in a loser leaves wall match. And as Baron Corbin said, my numbers don't add up. Wall's not big enough for both of you. One of you's got to go. So we had Rhino against Heath in a quickie little match with Heath winning after a roll-up. So he had to save his job. But unfortunately for Heath, he thought he was going to keep his job as a wrestler. No, he's a referee now. The iron-fisted rule of Corbin continues till TLC, as they're still saying that he's going to face Braun Strowman. Injury or no injury, be damned. the match will go on and Corbin will win by forfeit. I'm hearing a lot of stuff about what they're going to do. Make it a 6-man like they did when CM Punk pulled out in 2012. And have it be like a pinfall match instead of a ladder thing for TLC for Raw. That's what happens when you don't have a full-time champion. That's why everyone's not happy that Brock's the fucking champ again. This is exactly why we didn't want to win the crown jewel in the first fucking place. Anywho, had to get that out of the way. So now, bravely, when Corbin maybe loses by some way, maybe like if Angle gets involved, especially after seeing him being Corbin give Drew McIntyre a Medal of Excellence. And of course, returning Bray Wyatt. If he ever returns one day. So on to our next affair. Jinder Mahal against Finn Balor. Again. At least it's been a few months since we've seen these two face off. Not weeks. So, the spin of the wheels with Finn, though. So, we had to see these two face off for the billionth time. So, we saw the Singh brothers get involved a bit after early offense from Jinder with big moves. But it goes Finn with his big flying moves. Got the sling blade and big drop kicks. As you were setting up for the coup de grace, Singh brothers did get involved. But Finn got unlikely help from Apollo Crews. Okay, it's good to see Apollo on television again. Speaking of guys happy to see back on television, we had a little mini push for Apollo, but then it was forgotten. But now, he's being inserted in this storyline. Maybe he's going to be in the 6-man TLC match if that's what they're going to do to replace Strowman at TLC. So he took out the Singh brothers, and Finn got back in the game with the coup de grace and the victory, as Finn's night was great. You know, he got to help Elias out, help Dolph Ziggler out, and he got a victory for himself with the help of Apollo Crews, who's now probably going to be in the targeting line for Team Corbin. And of course, Finn's night would not end good. Despite that good night for him, he ended up being beat up by Drew McIntyre backstage. I told you guys, retaliation. Beating up on Finn backstage. So he got some of his heat back, beating him up against a couple beer kegs all backstage. And Drew still looked like a monster. So we did see some babyface stuff. You know, it was good to see some babyface victories. You know, we've seen Seth get a little beat up, Heat in, seeing Elias get the beat down of Bobby Lashley with the help of Finn, helping Elias get Leo Rush get in. I forgot to say that, but that's how we got to see Finn in that segment. And see Finn win. But we still got heel standing tall with Ambrose standing tall in the segment. And still seeing McIntyre beat up on Finn after his win over Jinder. So we still need some balance in here. But we're going to end with babyface. We made it. And we got Ronda Rousey once again trying to go up in a tag match against Nia Jax and Tamina. Now, this would be a with the main event if something would happen, like a debut. Maybe Shayna Baszler would come. Nope, it was Ember Moon. I love you, Ember, but this was not... this match was okay, but this was not main event worthy of all. At least it was a better ending than last week, having a fucking beatdown at the end. But still, nothing really big happened here. Just Tamina and Nia Jax beat up on Ember for a while, isolating her before getting the hot tag to Ronda, who actually wanted a piece of Nia. Nia did get tagged in, but immediately tagged out, and had Tamina get fed to the wolf. That was Ronda Rousey. Getting beat up for a while by Rousey before getting that big judo flow, and eventually tapping out to the armbar. That was after she got taken down by the Eclipse from Ember. Then the judo flow from Ronda and the armbar. So there you go. Ronda and Ember stand tall to end Wall. If we didn't get any heel heat back in this segment, we got to see the faces end Wall good. So like I said, we had a good ending, better ending than last week with the faces standing tall instead of a heel beatdown like last week. But still, this is not the right main event. You know, if something big wasn't going to happen as main event, why was this main event? So there you go. Slightly better Wall, but not by much. SmackDown's going to be better once again on Tuesday. So there's that. And there you go for my wall review. Thank you so much for watching. With that in mind, you've been attacked by the review from Zach. See you next time. If there is a next time, but there will be. Pray that Go Home show before TLC is good, but don't put a hope up on the Wall creative team. They may let you down easy, like they did all these past few weeks. So see ya. Bye-bye.